Hello, streaming to you live. I'm Gordon with Unlock Your Bioenergy. Today is Wednesday, January 7th, 2026. And today I bring to you a subject called Part of Surviving a Car Accident. And why am I bringing this up? Well, I wanted to feature a post that was shared on LinkedIn today by a nice lady. Her name is Amy Stewart. She has a registered account with LinkedIn, and she writes, last week, one of my closest friends lost her husband in a tragic car accident. He was in his 40s, healthy, present, building a life. And then everything changed. Moments like this strip away the illusion that we have time. Time to call later. Time to travel someday. Time to start the thing we keep postponing. Time to say what matters. We plan as if life is guaranteed. But the truth is, tomorrow is not promised. This is not meant to create fear. It is meant to create urgency, clarity, and courage. If there is someone you love, tell them. If there is a path you feel pulled toward, step onto it. If there is a version of your life you keep imagining, start building it now. Stop waiting for the right moment. Stop shrinking your dreams to feel safe. Stop assuming there will be more time. There is only now. What are you waiting for? It's a very good question. What are you waiting for? So, after I saw this post, I decided to comment. My first thought, part of surviving a car accident also involves individual strength. And most people by the age of 40 lose about 50% of that strength. And it comes by way of innate healing power. And there is something of value to be said about preventative maintenance, as it could make the difference between life and death in a car accident. Amy responds with a very positive reply, stating thumbs up, and I probably can find it, but if you searched my LinkedIn profile, you would find my comment and then you'll find her response. And further to that, her response, I said I was going to feature her in today's live stream, or at least the post. And further to that, it's one thing to buy an insurance policy for your vehicle, but I'd put my money to invest in preventative maintenance. Why? What are you waiting for? Because if you think about it, preventative maintenance involves a number of things, and it could affect many things. And if you get into a car accident, my thought about, life or death situation, well, if you have a severe accident, well, then there could be nothing that saves you. However, when your body's innate healing power is at high levels, for as long as possible, can you reap the benefits of that power? One way you can do it is unlocking your bioenergy. This is one of the reasons why I call this channel the way it is, because it encompasses many things, not just energy, your auric field, your overall health, your digestive health, your mental health. It's everything, absolutely everything. And that's the approach that I'm taking about this. But what I wanted to say is that reiterate my response to Amy's original post with regards to by the age of 40. Most people do not know why they start aging at the age of 40. And it has everything to do with your body's innate healing power, which you lose about 50% of it. And people say, well, how can you reverse that, or how can you maximize that? Well, one of those ways is by experiencing the benefits from it. And one of those things is by way of the incredible technology, what I call the best technology, backed by patents. And one of them is the cleanest and most absorbable, which I call deuterium-free 114-degree molecular bond angle, because that's one of the foundational pieces that's necessary to increase your innate healing power. But it also affects and improves your mental clarity when you add the other foundational piece that I called the X39, which I'm wearing here. Today is day number 268 of wearing the technology. And what does the technology do? Well, basically, it reflects your bioenergy, your light that you're emitting from your body, which you can see with infrared military night vision goggles, and it reflects it back into your skin. And when that happens, it triggers a process called photobiomodulation inside your body. And that's what strengthens your innate healing power. And you can increase that healing power. So if you were ever to get into an accident of sorts, it increases your opportunity to survive. So is that an insurance policy? Will an insurance policy cover that? Mm-mm. That's why it's important to think about what truly is important and what is valuable for you as an individual, and what would help protect your family. You can't protect them if you're not around. It's pretty obvious. And sometimes there are things that force us to make a change. But why should you be forced to make a change? You have to think different. You have to think more openly. Don't get caught in a lost moment when it's too late and you can't do it. Then it's too late. If you're gone, that's it. So, if you haven't done so already, scan the QR code and have a look at unlockyyourbioenergy.go sites, or just follow along here on this channel. I live stream 6 days a week. When you visit the website, you'll see the buttons there on the screen where you can learn about how to use the technology, specifically the the X39, which is right here. Or if you want to learn about why age renew, that's glutathione, which I talked about earlier this week. Or you can use the Ice Wave, which is a painkiller, acute painkiller. It works very well. And if you scan on this page, or click on this button, I meant to say, then it'll take you to Start X39, where you can learn about why those stem cells are the way they are. Okay? How you can fix them. And then come back to unlock your bioenergy. And then you click on this button here. It's where you can place your order, or I'll make it easy for you. Scan the QR code right there. And start your journey today with your preventative maintenance, your real insurance policy. That's going to help you experience the benefits as you see listed on the screen. And one of those benefits that I experience is the faster recovery from exercise, which we'll do today. But as part of that exercise, and I wanted to just briefly expand on the subject I shared yesterday, the spark, and I talked about frequency, and where I talked about the instruments that I play and how it affects us. It's the frequency and how it has affected me in the past. And today, during the workout, I'm actually going to play a frequency. And I'm going to be doing that with my iPad, which I've got connected to. It should be connected. Okay. You hear this frequency? I'm going to show you what frequency it is. I've got my guitar tuner, and I have it set calibration at, you can see, it's calibrated to 432. And that note is A. So, David talked about exposing the mitochondria to the same frequency in the Hertz version to that of the wavelength of light, and they kind of work together. So when you do that, you're triggering a positive response in that of the body. So in addition to activating and regenerating 78 genes by way of exercise, I always look for more. And one of those ways is by using the X39 to activate the several thousand genes that can go dormant, reactivate them, and increase your opportunity of survival if you were to get into a car accident. Now, it's not guaranteed, but everything helps. And that's kind of an insurance policy I like. One thing to pay for something, but, you know, sometimes it's not enough. So, with that, let's get on with the workout for today. I've got planned leg day, as you see on the screen. So we're going to start with a 9-minute warm-up. I'm going to take the heart rate monitor. I don't know if you can see the light. Probably too dark with this particular camera view, but that's okay. And I'm going to continue playing the 432 hertz frequency so you can hear it in its glory. And it's 432, you know. If my voice changes, then you know there's something that's being broadcasted or manipulated. And in addition to the 432, I will be playing the I will just restart that app. I tested it before I started the live stream. Oh, and of course now it takes ownership. Let's go like this. Maybe I'll do it this way. So, I'm going to set the metronome at 165. Okay. And then also play the 432 hertz. There we go. Wait, success. Tick, 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 tick. That's kind of music to my ears. I like to have the whole type thing. So with that, you can see my heart rate. Kind of low. And I'm going to set the timer for 9 minutes. And then we're going to start. And then at the when there's 2.5 minutes remaining, then I will increase the intensity and go full out. Where I will, I will stop the metronome and we'll just continue with the skips. So, let's begin. All right. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know if this will make me skip faster, but however, it feels good. Fast tempo. today. I will be featuring the vibration plate. Alright, just gonna give myself a little bit of a break from the intensity. And so the schedule for the leg exercises are written on the screen. And one of the things that I'm going to do today is check my positioning when I'm doing the squat. So I will have a 2x4 slash piece of plywood little thing that I kind of built here that I'm going to lay on top of the vibration plate. And I have some attachments that I put, so small anywhere anchors where I will attach the bands to, and it gives me a lot of flexibility in terms of how much weight I can put and so forth, and I don't have to worry about the bands coming dislodged or anything like that. So it's really, in my mind, it's clever setup. And so as the schedule that you see on the screen, I'm going to be focusing a lot on all the different muscle groups. To work the hip flexor, you can do this when you're skipping. I'm going to turn the metronome off. Just keep playing the 432 hertz. So that's what you hear in the background. Ooh. So getting close to the 2.5 minute mark. And that's where I will switch back and forth between double unders and regular bounce. So it'll be 8 double unders, and then 8 regular skips, and then 8 double unders, and zigzag back and forth for the rest of the 2.5 minutes. All right, you're seeing on the screen, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. straight. All right, there we go. Oh. So, for leg day today, I will just switch the screens here for a moment. I've got this piece of wood, plywood, so you can kind of see. And I've got a bar here. This is called the X bar. I bought it a long time ago. And I've got the anchor straps, or the small anywhere anchors. I actually took one of the door anchors apart to make a second one of these because I had an extra door anchor. So making use of it, doing it this way. And with having the plywood and this piece of 2x4 here, basically what it does is it allows me to actually rock back and forth a little bit. And so to give different angles, so if I want to do a flat, let's say if I'm standing flat on the ground, squat, or elevated, I can switch back and forth while I'm on the vibration plate. So it really works. It's really clever, in my opinion, and a super useful tool. So let's get to it. Turn the vibration plate sideways here. Heart rate monitor. One thing that I wanted to do that I should have done already is take the ankle straps that I normally would use and just taking my shoe off here. There we go. Because I don't want to deteriorate the Velcro prematurely. Because you know when you undo the Velcro and you redo it and you undo it, it eventually wears out, like it gets fuzzy and it doesn't hold anymore. So this is why I'm taking my shoes off and sliding the ankle strap on. So prolonging its life. Just one of those things that I do. And so for today's resistance amount, I'm going to use a total of 8 times 4 multiplied by 2. So 8 times 4 is 32. So I'm using 64 pounds worth of total resistance. And I will be attaching it the bar this way, and this will be a fair bit of kettlebell. That's good weight. All right. So, I want to make sure I'm in the screen. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So, I said that there's two ways you can do this. What I'm going to do is actually this way, by taking the band or this piece of wood that I have here, and this is where I can rotate it like this while I'm on. So I can, it's like I'm snowboarding, let's say, you know, or calf raises I'll get after, but this way here I can actually make it kind of dynamic, change the angle. So here we are. I have tension already at the bottom, which is what you want. The bands are not loose. You can see here it's loose now. As soon as I lift up, I've got adequate tension. All right. I can't see the button. There we go. I'll just do this way. Now, here we go. Wide squat up. And with the vibration, so 64 pounds worth of weight. Oh, I just realized I didn't turn the metronome on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. So try not to lean too much forward. Now here, I'm going to try to be flat. Oh, my toes are pushing down. And having the vibration creates instability, which is good. So it's kind of like I'm on the ski hill, moving back and forth, working the muscle, working the legs. Quads are firing big time. You wouldn't think that this does it, but it does. Creating those micro tears. So here I am skiing down the hill, snowboarding, whatever you want to call it. And these moguls are super crazy. You're going down super fast. Bing, 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 bing. Ha. Wow, this is so uncomfortable. Gosh, oh, wow. You want to improve your skiing? You're training like this, or snowboarding, any kind of winter sports. Wow. You wouldn't think 60 pounds of weight is lots, but with your body weight extra, it's enough. Kind of making a little bit, have my feet go out a little bit wider, so my toes are like, I'm like walking like a duck. I can feel the difference in which quad muscle gets activated. And this is superb. Very, very good. Wow. All right, before I forget, I'm gonna put the metronome back on to 60 beats to help with counting. All right, next one, second exercise is going to be TKE squats. So that's where I'm going to squats. It's a full range TKE. And I want this guy. Now, I think I have enough. Oh yeah, I just realized this now. No problem. So it's just easier to do this here to get it over the bands, or to step under it, over it this way. There we go. Now, get into the band. See, since there's no weight yet. Alright. So, as soon as I lift up, I have the weight resistance. I start with the body weight. 3 minutes. And here we go. TKEs. There we go. Wow. And I can't even lift my toes off the plywood to change the angle, because there's I can feel the oh yeah, this is very good. This kind of helps with the hinge, the hip hinge. So in previous weeks I've done the combination hip thrust and the squat, but since I'm doing glutes later in this session, I decided not to include the hip thrust, and hence why I wanted to see my form when I'm doing the squat regularly. Wow. Putting a lot of tension on the quads. They are burning. Wow. Wow, does that hurt? This negative really stings. Try to stick down here a little bit. Yeah, wow. Huh. Oh, the muscle's burning. Wow. All right. So that's TKEs. Next is hamstring curls. So what I'm going to do is switch these guys to the, of course I can't, calves are pumped as well. Can't move the ankle straps down. Okay, so hamstring curls next. I will save this for later. I won't take it apart. Now I'm going to attach this to the leg here. So when I turn it around, that's good. I just realized exercise as well. So that way, I just realized, right idea, it's too quick. So I'm reattaching the band to the lower anchor point. Pull this away. Yeah, okay, I got tension. Up there. Switch to P1. There we go. Now, I'm gonna curl this out. So, now working the hamstring. There we go. If you lift your butt up, you're changing the angle. So try to keep it flat. So here, you can change the angle of your toes, so point them away from your body, and then curl, and it changes how it feels. I'm going to try explosive now. Holding it up isometrically, slow negative down. Oh wow. This weight, I probably should have stuck with the red band. Because this one here, I'm gonna feel it tomorrow. Oh wow. This is more weight for the hamstring. But since I only did one round of, I'm doing one round of this instead of 2 rounds with the 64. So, you know, it's just probably a little bit more, creates a little bit of balance. So time under tension. Oh wow. Holding it all, squeezing it as much as I can, changing angles of the toes, heel now, toes, wow. Wow. Two, three, four. Gosh. All right. Oh. Wow. All right. Next up is calf raises. So I'm going to switch back to plywood. I probably could have done the hamstring raises after the calf rope, but that's okay. Calf rope, I call it calf rope. Ha, should be just calf raises. So by utilizing this weight from before, so I have the 2x4 now on the top, and that gives me more of a bigger stretch on the calf. And by having the plywood now on the underneath, it doesn't wobble, which is all right. That I just need to be careful. So 3 minutes now of calf raises. Up, so you can up, let the heel touch the plywood, and then up, Now, up, explosive. Not that I've already done enough explosives with the double unders that I did earlier. So, does this help with explosive double unders? Sure does. A little bit wider stance. Holding it isometrically. So I'm making a twitch. Holding it at the bottom when it's more of a stretched position, not too stretched, just a little bit. Oh, and the calves are burning. Oh my, they are burning big time. Oh wow. How much time is left? 55 seconds still. Oh, wow. Wow. Those calves are burning. Really, really, really burning. Obviously, they can take a lot of abuse because it's a strong muscle. The calves can take a lot. And if you want to build your calves, so this is how I would do it. There's a lot of type 1 muscle in the calves because you're walking all the time. All right, that's very, very good. Wow. All right, next up is tibia. So the tibialis. So since I have the I might try that actually. I'm going to try this my upgrade to the for the squats here. I'm going to include the or I don't have to do it. I just do it this way. Take the 2x4 and lift the calf, or the calf off. Oh, I just realized to do the tibia, I need to take my shoes off. Apologize for the confusion today. Or no, I really don't need to use the 2x4 for this exercise. I'm just trying to be efficient, but I realize I don't need to do that with the 2x4. So what I'm going to do is changing the position of the ankle strap from that of my leg, this bone, to I'm going to move it to the foot actually, and just slide it on. Take this, move this away. I don't need it. And attach the band to the ankle strap like this, if you can see it, and then just wrap it around my shoe. And that will create the resistance for the tibia. Now step away from the wall, adjust the ankle strap so it's more over closer to the ball, your big toe, or the connection where your big toe is. And here we go. So having the vibration like this, pulling away from the wall with the tibialis. 3, 4, now explosive. 2, 3, 4, explosive. All the way down, toes pointed towards. Now hold it isometrically with resistance and gradually lift your toes to the ceiling. Hold it at full contraction so your toes are pointed as high as they can towards your chin. Slowly releasing. Back up. Holding isometrically. Oh, it's starting to burn. Releasing slowly, negative. More down. Up. There we go. Oh, this burns. It's burning. Creating those micro tears in all range of motion. And I personally do not care what people think of this type of training because I know what it feels like. And when you know what the feeling of time under tension in the micro tears, when you know that feeling, that burn, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And this just creates that so well that you're forcing your body to change. And if you want results, this is what I would be doing. I keep coming back to it because I feel the hypertrophy that it creates. And when you add the X39 as part of your recovery process, and you combine it with salts, I like Redmond Real Salt. I also consume Celtic Sea Salt to get the minerals. And when I combine it with deuterium-free 114-degree molecular bond angle, my muscle keeps telling me that I'm doing things right. And it shows. Alright, so that was calf or tibia. Now we're going to switch to the glute bridges. So what I'm going to do is just take this band off now while it's here. And I'm just wanting to do it. It makes this moving this easier. And I'm going to change the position of the vibration plate, putting it on top of my step here. And then I'm going to grab a weight. I'm not going to use, that's too much. I'm going to use 30 pounds worth of resistance. So 30 pounds, I've got power blocks. So you can see here the green. And my sticker is breaking. So you can see there, 30 pounds, the green. The weights, adder weights are inside the blocks. You can hear them shifting around. So, and for the glute bridges, what I'm going to do, got my remote here, and have the elevated position. And then I'm going to put the weight on my hips, and we're going to rep it out. There we go. 3 minutes. So you can change the position like this if you want to get a little bit more of an extension. You can just going to change, dig the heels into the vibration plate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bum touch up now. Now just holding it at the very bottom so I can feel the activation even into the calves a little bit. So this activates the entire posterior chain. And I'm on my shoulder blades. Oh wow. This burns. Burning. It's good. Okay. Up. Hold it. Wow. Gosh. Oh wow. I don't know how much time is left, but this feels so uncomfortable. Much like the quads at the beginning, now this is in the posterior. Oh wow. Oh. Oh. The burn is incredible. Gosh. Oh. All right. That feels good. All right. So a little bit longer today. Legs take more time to get done. I wonder if what happened here. Hopefully it didn't freeze for the duration of the episode. And so gonna switch. You can see here, gonna do a debrief of the heart rate. So today's date stamp, as you see, January 7th, 2026. Starting time was at 12:54 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And let's have a look at the heart rate today. Wow, okay. That's interesting. So I didn't quite hit 185, so this hard zone, but you can see here, there's the maximum heart rate. This zone 185 to 206, I didn't hit it today, but heart rate here jumped right up to 150. So when I was starting with the 160 pace, 165, I was just going, and obviously my heart rate was reflective of after that. And then when I slowed it down, I recovered very pretty quickly. So, and that's where I started to talk more. And then at the start of the 2.5 minutes, you can see how long it took for my heart rate to get up there after doing the back and forth double unders. So 8 double unders and then 8 regular skips, and then 8 and back and forth for the duration. So I only think I tripped once or twice. And that is the heart rate results of today's session. So, if you like what I'm doing, power your workouts with the best right there. And that is the X39, which I am wearing right here. It fits into your lifestyle, and it's incredible how it makes you feel. And if you think, you want a decent physique, you can achieve it. And I'm only fueling my body with one meal a day. And I'm pretty smart with regards to making sure I get the full protein profile. Because if I wasn't, I wouldn't have the continued growth, muscle growth. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, just rewind, watch the replay from earlier this week. Episode Monday was on Move It Monday of this week. And you'll find out why I brought up the protein profile and how it correlates into other things. Because the glutathione production, which is the YH Renew, this phototherapy patch is what triggers the additional production of glutathione inside the body, which helps with detoxification, helps the liver as well. And if you have liver problems, that's what you want to be thinking about it. If you made choices in the past that were not the best choices and now you're suffering the consequences of it, well then combining these two can help you. And you can find it here. And last but not least, what was in this cup, which is what I call the cleanest and most absorbable. Cleanest and most absorbable, 114 degree, deuterium-free molecular bond angle water. And you can see it reflects in not only my body's ability, the heart rate, to deliver oxygen but keep up the intensity. So does it help with performance? Sure does, as does this. So be aware, be informed, live long, live well, and live young. Follow me, Gordon, with Unlock Your Bioenergy. Tune in tomorrow for Thirsty Thursday. It's going to be a gooder. So rest up. We'll see you then. Bye for now.